All right, Astera, the brand that's taken over film sets and live events across the globe. If you've been on a shoot in the last decade, you've seen their lights. They're everywhere. But what a lot of people don't realize is just how far back their story goes. Astera started all the way back in 2005, originally focused on the live event industry. Just 2 years later, in 2007, they bought their own factory in China, giving them tighter control over production and access to lower cost manufacturing. That move set the stage for everything that came next. In 2014, they dropped the AX series, the AX3, AX7, and AX10. And believe it or not, the AX3 is still being sold today over a decade later. But the real game changer came in 2016 with the launch of the AX1 pixel tube. That was the moment Astera caught the attention of the film industry. It was a tube that was battery powered, but also had a wireless CRMX chip in it, making it incredibly versatile to stash anywhere and use with a console. But as filmmakers, we wanted more. Better color, longer battery life, higher output, and of course, an onboard display. In 2018, they delivered with the Titan tube. And honestly, we haven't looked back since. No one has been able to topple their reign. And at this point, who could? They've so seamlessly harmonized their entire product line to use the same interface, the same settings, the same DMX profiles. And because of that, they're a dream to work with. Except they've always lacked one thing: seamless integration with a console, until today. Today, I have the special privilege of releasing a direct integration with Astera lights in Blackout. This is what happens when manufacturers tear down walls and choose collaboration over greed and progress over control. It's not about hoarding innovation to ourselves. It's about sharing it so that the entire industry can move forward together, so that we can benefit from seamless integration, smoother workflows, and a stronger creative future. So let's dive in and take a look at what this integration with these industry-defining lights can do. Now, you may not notice anything at first, but that's because we haven't patched in any Asteras. So let's go to patch, add fixtures, add from the cloud database, and search for, say, a kit of Titan tubes. We'll go to the tube series, Titan tube. Let's do something fun. Go to pixel mode, 4 pixel mode, strobe off. And here's one that I like to favorite, which is basically mode 89, but with 4 pixels. So I'll go ahead and patch that. Go ahead and type in 201 as my fixture label. Give it a nice deep purple color. 8 of them are in a kit. Save. Now let's patch in some Helios. So I'll go back into the database, search for Helios tubes, and then let's go ahead and filter for my preferred profiles. And there you can see mode 89 is a preferred profile of mine. I'm going to type in 8 for a kit here. Start these at 251. Maybe go to like a lighter purple color and then tap save. And finally, let's go ahead and patch in some of their newly announced quick punches. So we'll go to quick punch. We'll do fan on because we can control it via DMX, which may be useful. Regular mode, strobe off. And here's one that I've seen that I like, which is mode 151. And I'll go ahead and patch in 4 of these and maybe start these at, say, 301. And I'll give these like a lighter purple color. Any Astera light that's patched now has an Astera logo next to it on the left, showing that it can now be configured directly through Blackout. And you'll see an Astera configuration button now shows up at the top nav bar. But before we can use it, we need to link up to an Art7 Wi-Fi box. In link status, you'll notice the brand new Connect to Astera button. Let's tap that and add a new Astera box. You'll get 2 choices. You can either connect directly to the Art7's Wi-Fi access point that it creates, or if you've configured the Astera box to client into another Wi-Fi, you can connect directly to the box by entering its IP while you're on the other network. I'll go through both methods. If we want to connect directly to the Art7 Wi-Fi, you just need to turn the Astera box on, make sure the access point is on, which it will unless you turned it off in the settings in the Astera app, and then type in the pairing pin and press connect. You can find the pairing pin on the back sticker of the box. You'll be prompted once the box Wi-Fi has been found, and now I just need to enter the radio pin I want to use with this box to connect all of my lights. I'm going to just choose 2233. Don't forget to set the region you are in and press connect. If you want to connect your Art7 box to an existing Wi-Fi network, maybe because you have your own setup that everything is running off of, you can easily do this in the Astera app. Connect up to the Astera box via Bluetooth, go into the configuration settings of your box by tapping the right arrow key on the box row, and then go to Wi-Fi settings where you can turn off the access point and turn on Join Network. Set the network SSID by tapping on the button, which will bring up the list of available options, or click Other and type in the SSID manually. You may have to disconnect and come back in for it to refresh, but here you can see the IP of the box itself, and you'll need this to connect up to it with Blackout. Back in Blackout, choose the Connect via Existing Network option, type in the pairing pin, which is found on the sticker on the back of the Art7, and the IP address, which I just showed you how to find in the Astera app. Once connected, enter the radio pin you want to use with this box to connect all of your lights. I'm just going to choose 2233. Don't forget to set the region you are in and press connect. If you're successfully connected to an Astera box, then you'll see a little green dot in the link status tab on the left, and an Astera logo in the link status button in the nav bar will pop up for easy confirmation. Now that I'm connected to my Art7 Wi-Fi, I need to pair with lights like you would on the Astera app. Blue mode your lights, which you can do by pressing and holding the menu button or enter button, depending on the lights you have, or use the new white Astera remote to get them all at once. Then in Blackout, press the Pair with Lights button. Now that my lights are connected, you can see them in the list of lights. We put as much key information here as possible so you can easily see at a glance details of your lights. You can reset them by selecting them on the left by tapping their icon and then opening up the Actions menu to reset them or unlink their CRMX. If you don't have anything selected, you can reset or unlink all of them at once. The Filter button is a really cool way you can flash lights a certain color that meet certain conditions. If you open this up, you can filter the list to show you all the lights that are, say, not on the latest firmware, or that have a DMX address assigned, or whatever you want. Then on the right, simply choose a color and flash them all with this button, or individual ones with their light bulb icon. But let's see what the seamless Astera integration is really all about. Back in Patch, remember we saw that Astera config button appear? After you've patched all of your Asteras, tap that Astera logo in the nav bar where you'll be brought to the DMX Configurator. Here, we autofill everything you need to send to the lights. You just need to set the additional parameters you want configured and tap Send. Now, physically go over to the light and press Enter to accept the settings. Tap the big Next Fixture button at the bottom and repeat until done with that fixture type. Now, advance to the next fixture type by pressing the button at the top. Repeat this process for the rest of your lights. Then, exit out of the DMX Configurator and you're good to go. Back in Fixtures tab, you'll already see any matching lights show their battery indicator next to their fixture number for quick reference. But you can navigate to the special Astera view state to easily see their attributes such as battery life, CRMX signal strength, and battery runtime. Select them by tapping on their pillboxes or by using the command line to enter in a range, and you'll see a new Astera configuration sidebar appear on the left, which will allow you to further configure your Asteras if anything needs to change throughout your gig. Flash them quickly to make sure they're the right ones before changing their runtime or dimmer curve. Notice any changed fields have a green background, and if you don't want to send a value, simply mark the unchanged option at the bottom of the list. Then press Send Data to push your configuration changes to your lights. If a light loses connection during this process, don't worry. We'll keep retrying until you stop the send. And notice we don't hijack the UI while this is happening. Need to make more changes while the data is sending? Just switch back to Pillbox or Table View and continue using Blackout like normal. When you're ready to check progress, return to the Astera view state. Pillboxes with green backgrounds indicate lights that successfully received the changes, and red means we're still trying. Oh, and one more thing I almost glossed over. With the latest Astera app update, you can now use the Art7 Wi-Fi as a CRMX node, meaning you can send ArtNet or SACN directly from Blackout for one universe of wireless DMX. And of course, we made it incredibly easy to set up. Just drop down the box settings in link status and head to the node settings tab. If you're connected directly to the Art7 over Wi-Fi and want to use it as your only node, simply tap match settings. It'll handle everything for you automatically. Working in a bigger rig with multiple nodes? No problem. Just choose the universe you want the Art7 to listen to here and adjust your output settings in Blackout accordingly. Need to pair it remotely? Hit the link button right from the dropdown. And just like that, you're ready to configure and transmit data to your Asteras from one place for total control. And that's it. Astera lights, fully integrated in Blackout. No more bouncing between apps, no more configuring and patching the same lights twice. Just one seamless, intelligent connection between your console and the lights you already trust. This is the future we've been building toward, where your tools speak the same language, the friction disappears, and your creativity takes the spotlight. So go ahead, patch in your Asteras, link up your Astera box, and light your world. Welcome to a new era of effortless control.